Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2021 and Hammer Time with West Ham United. Taking on Crystal Palace away from home today in our live video. We will have a game against Celtic coming up in the Europa League. That will maybe a bonus video on Wednesday. I'll see what sort of time I've got, but that may well come out on Wednesday. We'll have to wait and see. But Palace away from home today. As you can see, we're doing well in the league table, but 7th place, and we do have a couple of games in hand as well. So things are going pretty well. Hopefully we can keep that going. And the fixtures have been a bit more in our favour now. We've had some tough games, but now things are starting to get a bit, I'll not say easier, but we're getting some games that we have a good chance of winning, and we have been winning them. Last episode, we took on Marseille in our Europa League group. We lost 3-2. It was an interesting match. Dimitri Payet, West Ham's former player, sent off early on. Marseille still managed to take a 3-0 lead. Ale came off the bench and almost brought it back for the Hammers. 3-2 was the final score. That's our first defeat in our Europa League group. We're looking good, but I believe we do need to avoid defeat against Celtic. If they beat us, they could go ahead of us. I think it depends on goal difference, because head-to-head will be the same. I think we just need to avoid defeat and hopefully not lose too heavily, but hopefully it'll be okay. Off camera, we did play 6 matches, quite a few, the first of which was a 1-0 win at home against Middlesbrough, who put up a good fight. They were in the relegation zone, but they put up a good fight here. They had a few shots on target. Yeah, wasn't disappointed with the performance here, but it was certainly a tougher match than I thought it was going to be. The only goal came from Zinchenko, his first goal in a West Ham shirt, from a direct free kick as well. It was a good free kick into the goal. We lost Brinzier just before half-time. Thankfully not too serious an injury, but he did miss, I think, a week or two. Against Derby in the Carabao Cup 4th round, it was a dreadful start. The first half was absolutely awful. Really bad. We were 2-0 down. Sibley scored the first goal for Derby. That was on 11 minutes. And then Whittaker made it 2 for Derby on 39 minutes. In between those goals, we did have the ball in the net, but Issa Diop was offside for that goal, so that was disallowed. But yeah, just a dreadful first half from us. Not quite sure what happened, but the second half, we improved. We got a goal just before half-time, Carlos Fernandes with that goal. In the second half, we just tore them apart. Fernandes got a hat-trick in the end. He got a goal just after the hour to make it 2-1. And then it was 3-1, his hat-trick on 77 minutes. And then Divock Origi scored to make it for 83 minutes, just to put that cherry on the top. But yeah, very much a game of two halves. We were absolutely awful in the first half, and Derby, like I said, took a 2-0 lead, but in the second half, we made some changes. I think tactically I got it a bit wrong, but after making those changes, things did definitely improve. So, you know, if I can get the tactic right from the start, then we're set. But this one, I just got it a bit wrong. After that cup game, we took on Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. Got a 3-1 win here. Pretty good performance here. Lots of possession. Sheffield United, you know, deserved their goal. We maybe got a bit lucky with some of ours. We got a goal very late on. A very early goal for Carlos Fernandes after, you know, just over 5 minutes, giving us that goal. And he started ahead of Ale after his impressive performance against Derby. Yarmolenko made it 2-0. That was on 15 minutes, giving us a 2-0 lead nice and early. It was last season's Golden Boot winner Elise Mousset getting a reply for Sheffield United late in the first half. After a slightly slower paced second half, we did put them to bed to make it 3-1. Richarlison off the bench with a 95th minute goal to seal the 3 points for us against the Blades. And then we had the reverse fixture against Marseille in the Europa League. This ended 0-0. Of course, no Payet for this one, because after his red card against us in the other game, he's suspended. This one, we defended really well. It was a goalless draw. Not a great deal of chances for either side. I feel like maybe we could have got a goal. I mean, looking at the expected goals, we maybe could have got one. Who knows? But Marseille didn't really look like scoring. So, yeah, we could have got something from this. And if we had won this, I think we would have been more or less through. So, a bit disappointing. A slightly more dull fixture than the reverse game. I'm glad that one was on camera and not this one. Then we hosted newly promoted Reading in the Premier League. 3-1 at home. Again, pretty good performance here. Possession, good passing, good crossing. We were pretty comfortable here. Divock Origi could have had a number of goals in this one. He got a brace early on, scoring in the 8th minute and then the 12th minute. Had a chance for a third, but couldn't take it, unfortunately. No hat-trick for Origi. We scored a third goal just after the hour. Declan Rice with his first goal of the season as he slotted home a set piece. But once again, no clean sheet as we conceded late on, which seems to happen quite regularly. I'm not a big fan of it. Reading with a goal 3 minutes from time, and it was Thierry Nevers with that goal. Again, a goal I think they deserved. They had, you know, a few shots on target, but we were comfortable in this one, defended pretty well, and again got 3 points here. So we are in a good sort of winning streak in the Premier League. Our final match off camera was a convincing 5-0 win in Russia against Nizhny Novgorod in our 5th Europa League group game. A very wintry Nizhny as well. The ball was orange, so clearly there must have been some snow of some sorts. But yeah, we were very, very comfortable here. 5-0, clean sheet, and Nizhny barely had a shot. 5 different scorers in this game as well, which is nice to see. Carlos Fernandez with another early goal inside 5 minutes. Half time was 3-0. Ogbonna and Origi scoring in the last 5 minutes of the first half. Number 4 came on 65 minutes through Emi Buendia, and it was a 5-star performance as Mark Noble got a rare goal from open play as a long range strike found the net. The goalkeeper really didn't have a good day in this one, but yeah, 5-0, convincing performance, and all that remains now is a home game against Celtic, which I think we just have to avoid defeat in. We'll have a look at the group table in a minute, but that may well be a bonus video tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see what sort of time there is. And that brings us on to Crystal Palace. So, since that defeat to Chelsea, we have actually won all of our league games. That's all 4. So, yeah, we're doing pretty well. We lost to Marseille, but other than that, we are on a really good run. Anderson's back from his broken foot, so we're going to try and get him some sharpness with the reserves before we bring him back. Zinchenko not fit to play today. Anderson should be okay if we need him. So Cresswell is going to replace Zinchenko, who I don't think is going to be fit enough for the bench. We will put Anderson onto the bench, though. I think he's fit enough for that. Souček's had a nice long rest. He is fit to play again. We're going to bring him in place of Noble, and we're going to swap those 2 midfielders around. The front three is doing really, really well. I don't really want to change it. I'm going to put Diallo back on the left, and I'm going to start Diop over Ogbonna. Okay, so Crystal Palace with Guaita, Ward, Ferguson, Sacco, Riedwald, Stengs, Kouyaté, Milivojevic, Martinelli, Macias, and Ayew. Oh, they've got some injury problems actually, Palace. Townsend, Zaha, and Eze all injured. So yeah, not the strongest Crystal Palace squad. Hopefully we can take advantage of their, slightly, I don't want to say weaker squad. That seems a bit unfair, but a squad that's got some problems. So let's see if we can get something from this game. It would be nice to keep this winning streak going in the league. We've won 4 in a row, I think. So let's keep that going. I mean, that's not a good start as someone's just hit the post in the first minute. Completely missed header, and it was almost a goal instantly for Crystal Palace. Now they've got a free kick 8.5 minutes in, and Milivojevic, he's found the net. Fabianski, what's happened there? Milivojevic has somehow scored from there. 8.5 minutes gone, almost 9. But yeah, Palace take a 1-0 lead. Let's have a look at this again. Milivojevic, about 30 yards out. Fabianski's had a bit of a howler there. Oh dear. Not often you say that about him. I mean, so far we haven't really got going. We're meant to be attacking here. Diallo wins the header. Forward to Cresswell. Here's Pablo Fornals. Looks for Buendia. Finds him. And Buendia goes for goal but just gets side netting. 5 minutes left in the first half, more or less. This hasn't gone too well so far. I mean, it's not gone well at all. We're 1-0 down. We have one chance to score, which Buendia didn't take. Here's Macias now for Palace. And Martinelli has managed to go past Cresswell. Goes for goal. It's over. Maybe it should have scored that. It should be 2-0 Palace. We've really not got going today. Okay, we have a possible chance late on in the half here. It's Divock Origi to Fornals. He goes all the way back to Diallo. Felt like he could have maybe gone for goal there. Riedewald with a clearance forward. Issa Diop. Back up to Buendia. Ben Johnson, who's again been very solid at right wing back. He is the starting right wing back now. Ball for Origi. He's going to keep this in. Cresswell. Fornals can go for goal, and he does. 1-1. And it's right at the end of the first half. That's a perfect time to score a goal. Fornals with his first goal of the season. It's 1-1. Hopefully we can keep that going into the second half. Because it was a bit of a slow start for us there. A little bit disappointed with how we played. But we managed to get it to 1-1 in first half stoppage time. Cresswell with the ball through the legs, I think, of Stengs there. And it's 1-1. We were okay. I'm going to go for that media team talk, I think. That seems to go pretty well. It seems to motivate them almost all the time. So we'll do that. I'm not going to change anything. I've made a few little tactical tweaks, but that's all. Let's demand more from them. 63 minutes coming up. Ward with a throw. Here's Stengs. Joel Ward with it back. Here is Kouyaté. Goes long. And Fabianski will come out for that. Wasn't sure. You maybe could have got on the end of that if it had been a bit quicker and a bit more alert. Who knows? That's not a good clearance, though. Messias has to be offside, surely. That must be offside. Yep, I knew it. Johnson's probably the lowest performing player out there, but I kind of want to keep him on. Just the one change, I think. Yeah, Gomez is going to replace Souček. Do we go attacking now? I'm going to go attacking. Let's try and go for this. Got some tired legs out there now. 72 minutes. Origi and Fornal's getting tired. We're going to replace Origi with Richarlison. Okay, with no Noble, we're going to put Javan Anderson into midfield. He can kind of play there. In the last 10 minutes of the game, Palace with a free kick almost bang on the centre circle. Here's Jordan Ayew. Come on, don't let him cross. Oh, he has. Rice heads it away, though. Richarlison. Can we break now? Oh, he's lost out. That wasn't great by Richarlison. Ferguson to Milivojevic. Richarlison hasn't really impressed me so far. You know, he's got a couple of goals, but not too impressed by what I've seen. And Jeffrey Schlupp has just given Palace the lead right at the end of the game. I mean, 83 minutes. Still time left, but I don't know. Palace have just... They've scored 2 goals now, and I'm a bit disappointed with how we're done. You know, we started the game slowly. We seem to be ending it kind of slowly as well. And Schlupp, again at the near post. I mean, the first goal, Fabianski was at fault, but that wasn't great. Right, we needed Berate, and we need to try and get something late on here. Right, we're in the last minute of the game in stoppage time. Great is going to take all the time in the world over this goal kick, but we need to score a goal right now if we want to save a point from this. It's Gomez. We could go up for... he's going to go for goal. He's missed. Thanks, Gomez. You just cost us 3 points. Or any points. That's a game that we didn't deserve to lose. I mean, looking at the XG anyway, it was a slow start to the game. We got a goal just before half-time, which was good. But second half, we should have been a lot better. And we just weren't. Johnson gets a 6-2 in the end. Just didn't get forward as much as he would have liked. And I mean, Palace hit the post as well. That's a disappointing result to lose that. It's not a bottle throw-in worthy performance, but I'm going to fresh the arms and say I'll see you in training tomorrow. That'll do. So we dropped to 9th after that. We do have a couple of games in hand, so we can hopefully, you know, get back into those European places. Like, we want to get that again next year, don't we? So we're going to try our best for that. But yeah, disappointing result there, and disappointing performance as well. We've got a couple more league games off camera. Brighton and Burnley. Hopefully that's games we can win. Brighton are bottom, I believe. Yeah, they're bottom of the table with just 6 points. And Burnley aren't far off the drop zone. So hopefully that'll be 6 points from that. And then we've got Celtic in the Europa League game. So let's have a look at this group then and let's see exactly what's required of us. So as you can see, Marseille have qualified. So they are definitely through to the knockout stages. We've still got a bit of work to do. But I think if we avoid defeat against Celtic, we're through. And then I think it would come down to goal difference then. And ours is much better. So Celtic would have to beat us like 3-0 by 3 goals to go through at London Stadium as well. We should be okay. And we'll see that game next time. Maybe a bonus video. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, drop a like down below, leave comments. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do subscribe and turn on notifications. We'll take on Celtic next time. And then after that, I think we'll focus on the league again until we come to the knockout stages, presuming we get to them. We do have that cup game against Palace as well. So if we get an EFL Cup quarter-final or semi-final, then we may look at that as well. We'll have to wait and see. But that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.